Hey guys, there was a video before this one, which was the diffs, but for some reason my recording program did away with the file when it completed. So there's going to be a skip, but diffs are completed, ready to go. Use recommended fluids, which was 10,000 front and rear, 100,000 center. I assembled the diffs and threw them in the box. You'll see them later when we get to that part of the assembly. So this video is going to be bag C. So bag C is our turnbuckles, and what we'll do is we'll start with a couple of them, and then I'll pause the recording and I'll get everything finished because it's gonna be boring if y'all sit here and watch me do all them turnbuckles. So in the book, they're real careful to tell us that the ends, you can see it there, the ends are going to be a little different from the left and the right, and the front and the rear. Um, The inner and outer ends are different on this one. They look like they are the same on this one, and the same on this one. So I have to be careful when I'm doing the steering links to make sure I get the inner and the outer correct. And they're also telling us the measurements of the turnbuckle and the measurement that we need here. If my history with doing kits is anything, this right here is going to be actual size. So to test this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a turnbuckle in. So we got long ones and short ones here, like these. It's going to be this size. So yeah, they're actual size. So actual size measurements already here. You don't have to worry about guesswork trying to find a caliper, trying to find a ruler with millimeters on it or anything like that. You can actually use the book as your template. And I'm going to build it exactly how it has here, and then later on, once the car is assembled, that's when I start going into doing the actual setup, setting my camber and front toe using my links, and then of course centering my steering and everything else. So we got three different size turnbuckles here. We got long, medium, short. According to the book, we got 38 millimeter, 34 millimeter, 46 millimeter. So the 46 is going to be these. 38s are going to be these, and the 34 is going to be these. Now, looking at the book, we also have notches on the turnbuckles. You can see them right there, kind of a little bit on the camera, but the corners of the turnbuckle have notches on them. So what that does is if you set them correctly, then the same direction that you turn the turnbuckle to tighten it in should be the same on all four corners of the car. And then when you loosen, it should be the same direction all four corners of the car. That way, when you grab the car up and you have to make a quick setup change, you know which way you need to go. So, our first set of turnbuckles here, I'll do one of each and then I'll go back and I'll do the rest of them. So, we need that one, and that one, straight turnbuckles with the 38 millimeter. So, I've got my turnbuckle wrench. Find the appropriate size on my turnbuckle wrench, which is my small size. And they just thread right on there. And according to the picture, it's going to be pretty much almost all the threads inside there. So we'll use that as our starting point. If we need to back out some, we will. And keep in mind that one half of that turnbuckle link is reverse thread, so it'll be lefty-tighty instead of righty-tighty. tighten that in about the same. So this one, the inner and the outer, is going to be the same turnbuckle end. So yeah, still got a ways to go. So it shows it right at the end of the threads, but it's actually a good bit further in there than that. Oh, going the wrong way. And we want to try to make it balanced from the inner and the outer. That way it's nice and comfortable with how much thread is inside the turnbuckle end, the rod end. So if you have to adjust it out, you don't have to worry about one side coming out or one side not having enough thread. Let's try that. Oh, that's almost dead to rights right there. Okay, so there's our first turnbuckle. Measures up 15 millimeters from end to end. So there's that one. Now we'll step on to the next one, which is going to be a steering one. So I'll do one of each, that way y'all can see it. So this one, we're going to do one facing one way and one facing the other way, one with the notch facing one direction, one with the notch facing the other direction. So this one looks like this is going to be the angled one. One's going to be marked A, one's going to be marked B. So A is going to have the notch on the left side. That's the B one. Here's the A one. So notch on the left side, turnbuckle A. It's marked right there, A. And then we want just a normal straight one. That's that size there on a 34 millimeter turnbuckle. We're going to be looking for 13.3 millimeter. Again, one side is going to be lefty-loosey. The other side is going to be righty-loosey. These turnbuckles thread in fairly easy, so it's not too terribly bad. But if you need to, you can actually take an adjustable wrench and put it on here with the flat side, and it'll be easy to turn. Not everybody has Kung Fu grip. Older people know that reference. Alright, let me take a look here. That side's close, so I need to get the other side. It's the harder one to grip. You don't necessarily want to use pliers on these things because it'll chew them up. Last thing you want is for the ball end to get notched up, and then you got to fight with the ball, or it ends up crimping down where the ball goes and ends up causing all sorts of problems. What we got? That's almost dead on there too. So I'll just Let's see here, they want it facing that direction. So we'll cut down. And facing like that. Alright, so that's the first one. Of course, the other one will be opposite. We'll be using the B on the other one. Alright, and then the same thing on this one here. They're showing the knuckle on the left, and then we got two smooth ends going on this one. Get it started by hand, and then we go to the wrench. This one says we need 25.2 between the ends. These are going to be the ones for the rear of the car. And I'm going to be using the wrench on this one to make it a little bit easier, because these are, do a couple of them, it gets tiring. Grab my adjustable wrench right quick. Little baby adjustable wrench, and that's what I'm talking about. You can grab it just like that on the flat part, and then you can just go whee. Your turnbuckle wrench to hold the square part, and use the adjustable wrench to run it in. Get down to the inside of the threads on that side, and then we will try it. See how close we are here. Ooh, it's gonna be real close. Looks like I need to run the left side in just a hair. Probably turn it around just where it's straight with the other side. Alright, 25.2 millimeters. Alright, that's the rear ones. Alright guys, so I'm going to stop this video here. I'll wrap these up, and then we'll start the next video.